I gave my husband beekeeping equipment for his birthday and figured it's a good time to find out more about local beekeeping. We'll purchase our bees this winter. Now, every year at our local fair in the Ag Barn, crowds gather to watch the bee display brought by Eugene Taylor. It's fascinating and educational at the same time. So who better to ask the finer points of beekeeping? Let's go on over to Mr. Taylor's. So everyone, this is Mr. Taylor, and this is his apiary. How you doing?
All right.
Yeah, are you on fire?
Yep. I'm smoking.
You're smoking. Well, show us what you have here.
Well, what you have here is a hive.
And what does the smoke do?
It bothers them just like it would bother you if you, in the eyes.
Uh-huh. So it gets them to move around?
And they move out of your way.
I see.
Now that frame just has honey in it, don't have nothing else in it. Some pollen in there.
That's amazing. And this is called a frame.
Yep. These are frames. If they succeeded, now you hear how they're buzzing?
Yes.
That's because they don't have a queen.
So now, Mr. Taylor, you mentioned something special about this box and the 4 others. You just picked these up, is that right?
Well, I had put them in. These were a package, but now something happened to the queen.
Uh-huh.
Maybe during shipping or what, but this one don't have a queen.
So you have to order a queen separately.
Mm-hmm.
So typically every box is going to have 1 queen.
1 per hive.
And many worker bees.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And how many bees would you say could this box hold?
Up to 40,000.
In this one box, 40,000?
Yeah.
So how many bees, if I was to order bees to start my 1 box, how many bees would I order?
You would order 1 package.
And the packages contain thousands?
Yeah, they go by pound. When they sell them down in Georgia, they'll sell you 3 pounds of bees.
And 1 queen?
And 1 queen.
Now, because this box doesn't have a queen anymore, will they act differently when the queen arrives? The new queen?
Yeah.
They'll calm down a little bit.
That, and they'll come out to see her.
Now, Mr. Taylor, you just covered the box, and everybody just kind of settled down. Do they normally do that?
Yes.
They don't necessarily want to get out, but
No.
they can if they want to. They can just fly out and fly back in at their leisure.
Yeah.
Well, now, what else would I need to know if I've got the equipment and my bees have been ordered?
Okay.
What are some other considerations for me as far as starting my hive? The placement of the hive?
That's usually one of them. You'd like to keep it off the ground like this one because of skunks. You want to try to face it east or southeast so they get that morning sun.
They like sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you want them in the shade also.
Okay.
But the sun can come in and shine on them.
Okay. So how long have you been beekeeping?
Since I've been 10 years old.
Oh, 5 years or so then?
Yeah. Oh, I wish.
How did you get started?
I lived with my grandmother, and she kept house for an old man that had bees, and that's how I got started through him.
Wow.
And I've had bees ever since then.
Well, listen, you've got some more hives to show us, right?
All right.
Let's head up to the hill. So here we are at some more beehives. Mr. Taylor, why do you keep some down lower at your farm and then some on a hill? And why the positions? Why the different
These are, I don't intend to move these anymore. They're here for the duration. And the ones down there, that we looked at first. Those are projects where I have to put queens in and that kind of stuff.
Okay, so you want to keep a closer eye on those.
Yes.
These are already established.
Yes.
Gotcha. Wow. And the bees are really spread out compared to the screen down below.
Yep. These are all young bees in the center here.
They look smaller.
Yeah. And they'll hatch out in a couple of days, maybe a week or so. Can you see? You can't see the. Can you see the white in there?
Oh yes.
Okay, that's all young larvae.
Now we've just got the one large box here, but you have like another layer to this box next to it. That's an older box?
Well, yeah.
By about...
And it's a stronger hive than what this one is.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. And when do you collect the honey? Is there a certain time in the season?
In fall.
In the fall.
Late summer, fall.
So we've come down to another hive.
See how this frame has more?
More of the cover, the brown.
That's all young bees.
Those are larvae.
Yep. Sealed larvae, sealed brood, what we would call.
So the white that we saw down there, they actually seal over each little opening.
Yep.
Okay. And do they come out and immediately start working?
They'll work in the hive for the first 4 or 5 days before they'll go out to do anything, collect any nectar or pollen.
And then they'll just come and go freely,
Yep.
right out the bottom of the box, out the
Yep.
front.
They come home every night. They do better than people do.
That's barely covered over, the larva. Have they already come out?
No, that's just nectar in there right now. There's no young eggs in there.
Oh, okay. Why is that other screen so much further along than this one? Was it because it was toward the center of the box?
Yes, the bees work from the center out.
Oh, is that the queen?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I see her. She's looking for what?
She's looking for an empty cell to deposit an egg in there.
And it looks like some of the young bees are following her.
Those are her attendants, like.
So in case you didn't guess, this is the honey room, and this is the bottler. Actually, this is the bottler, and that's the bottler. So what are you doing, Mr. Taylor?
Just checking it out, what it looks like and everything. It's not quite ready yet to bottle, so
And you bring it to a certain temperature before you bottle it?
yes, 140 degrees. Like that.
So we've got the beekeeping equipment at the house, and I know I can order the bees through Mr. Taylor. He'll go down in early spring to pick them up if we place the order at the end of the winter. So, we could have fresh honeycomb, fresh honey, beeswax to make Christmas ornaments. Just another thing that would be homegrown on a hobby farm. We'll see you next time. National Pollinator Week is celebrating its 4th year. It's the last week of June, and its focus is to bring awareness to declining pollinator populations. On our farm, we do as much as possible to encourage habitats for these vital creatures. It's a lot to crow about. We like to encourage the growth of native plants and grasses, like these milkweed plants, and we don't spray or use pesticides. Now, you don't have to live on a farm to give a hand to your bird, bat, bee, or butterfly populations. For more information, visit pollinator.org or the U.S. Fish and Wildlife website.